This is the second haul from Earth and Tree Miniatures in, I think it's Amherst, New Hampshire. And this one is furniture and building supplies. So first, there was this little pie crust table that had the fluted edge on it. This was $14. And again, boy, I'll tell you, as I was about to say, when you think things are crazy expensive, you might not think that when you have knowledge yourself of how hard things are to make. I'll have to take that off later. So this table actually stands upright just fine, and it is in much better condition than the one I made, which is this one. Now, comparing these two, this one has a better top. I like that it has the indent and the fluting. Mine is sort of crude. The upright piece here are fine. On mine, I have a little decorative bottom, and my legs are slightly more rounded and curved. These are a little bit flat, but as a result, this just stands up so much better, not to mention the position of the legs. So these are really nice pieces. And it's funny that my table is exactly the right height that I made, which is interesting. So I'm gonna just use this one for future tables just for the leg placement, so that I make sure that I get the legs placed correctly. And I also like the way that the legs join with the center part versus the kind of clumsy way mine joins. This was in the clearance room, and it was marked down to $10 from $30, and it's a beautiful corner cabinet with fluting and this finial at the top, and little cabinets that open. Probably I will stain the inside of this so that it doesn't look so unfinished, and I will use this to display my new decor. And I think I will replace the bulky type drawer that I have in my room box with this, so I'll do another video on that, but that's very nice. Okay, they had these bundles of different wood laminates and different thicknesses of wood in the clearance room, and this was $1. See? So that's a great price, and these will come in handy for many things, especially because they're nice and thin. They'll make better scale tops than some of the furniture that you get, say, at the dollar store. The tabletop is quite thick sometimes. And then this piece, $20 marked down to $10, just missing one of the little drawer pulls, and I can fix that easily. And it's a little chest with 2 drawers that come out. Nice legs, and the company is Classics. Oh boy, you gotta be careful. You really do. Because these things are, like, there's nothing to stop these drawers from falling out, even though you could make them that way. So just be careful. So there's that. And there was this door, which has the Greek key design across the top, which makes it appropriate for my Georgian era, and this one is $10. And the door itself does open and close, and it has plastic windows which come out if you want to. So I could replace that with something else. It's a very nice little door, and I figured I might as well just buy it because I'm going to need a door for my Georgian cabinet house. Then there was this. This was regular price, which was $17, and it's an oak hutch from Town Square Miniatures. I haven't even had it out of the box yet. They did have these in several of the houses, and this would go in my kitchen in my Georgian cabinet house. Very nice quality, very well put together, nice finish on it, very smooth, open drawers that I can put the silver in, and I can put some plates across here and display them in the kitchen or use it for storing foodstuffs. And I like that it has a bottom shelf that has a lip on it as well. Next up is a large grab bag full of Dollhouse wallpaper. And one of them is that wallpaper that looks like newspaper, so I thought that would be good. There's textured papers in here, all kinds of stuff, $2. And it was marked down from $5, so good deal. None of the pieces are big enough for any of my rooms probably, but that's all right. I will find a use for them. Then there was this grab bag of wallpapers for 75 cents. Long. All right, so that is what was in the 2 grab bags of wallpaper. Beautiful Dale R. Kendall, Janetta Kendall miniatures, laser cut doilies, and they're so pretty. I saw these on Josie's Miniatures. I'll link her in the description. Let me tell you something. If you want guild quality, absolutely amazing miniatures, I'm putting it on the screen, watch her. She is absolutely amazing, and her decor is a mixture of old and new and classic, and it's just my taste exactly. I love it, so definitely check her out. So I saw these first on her channel and wanted to be sure and buy some of these, and these are not cheap. These were $8, but they're just, you're never gonna be able to create doilies with the right scale, and these are the right scale. And these would look wonderful on a silver platter, under a cake. They have these gorgeous ceilings. So with the ceiling medallion and the painted, some of them are really ostentatious, like Lady Catherine de Bourgh style, but this one was a little bit more mellow. Miniaturas.com, and I really like it. And so like a chandelier could hang from here, and that was $13, which, you know, yes, that's a lot, but I like that it's much nicer than I could make myself. And only one room of my house is going to have the ceiling medallion. I bought 2 rugs because this one was $6.50, and it's very soft and plush, and the fringe is quite nice. This one is a little bigger, and they had even bigger ones than this. This one was $10. I really like the way these look. And then in the same little bag here, some moldings to go around the top of a room. Probably the same room that has the ceiling medallion. And as I put these away, I'm just going to be careful that I don't crumple the trim or the fringe. Next up are a couple of kits. This is a kit to make a embossed fire surround. I don't know what you guys call it, a mantle. I haven't even opened this yet. Vilia miniature kit, and it's laser cut, and then it has a plastic design on the to go on the front of it. So I'll do a video of me putting this together. That was $9. Another kit. This This is a tavern table in pecan, and I thought this could be my table in the kitchen, like a island or a work surface. And so it has all the wood in there. They also had a bunch of plastic ones, but I didn't want a plastic one. This one is handcrafted in the USA by Old Mountain Miniatures and was $7. And then last up, these are the same legs that I got at the large chain hobby store for more money than they sell it at the chain hobby store. But I use these a lot, and it was worth it not to have to make a special trip. The same company makes these decorative legs, and they didn't actually sell these at the chain hobby store, so I got them at Earth and Tree. And then here are some similar but slightly different legs by Houseworks, and these have square tops to them, so these are going to be really nice for making furniture or for improving dollar store furniture by changing out the legs. And so that is it. Oh no, I have a little tiny bit more. In the same line as the furniture, I got some frames. $3.20 for this nice gold plainer molding frame. $3 for a gold carved frame, and $7 for this gold carved frame. And this is $7, and it's an oval frame. Tells you what you can paint it with and how you can repair it if you need to. All right, that's the second haul video from Earth and Tree Miniatures in New Hampshire, and I will have one more, and that will be the things that go in other places of the house other than the kitchen or building and furniture. And I have an idea for the direction of this channel. I've changed a lot because my life circumstances have changed. Let me get this off of the stand. So here are the dolls in the Roombox, and I took their dinner away. It's sitting up there. I have this set up. I'm adding to it. I added the mirror, I added the clock, I added the picture of Miss Elizabeth Bennet, who's probably Mrs. Darcy in that picture. And maybe she's a distant relation of these ladies. I had intended to make this not a permanent room box, so the wall coverings are removable. You can even see right there it's starting to come off. So I may finish this and document it and then take it apart and do a kitchen in there, because this is going to be my cabinet house down here. But again, right at the moment, I don't have the tools. I need power tools, big ones, full-size ones, to get this cabinet ready to be a dollhouse. I still need to buy the base of the cabinet. I'm going to put a table under there that has legs, real life legs like these, the curved legs. So maybe what I do now after I finish this room box is start to make it into a kitchen. So take everything out and start over, make it into a kitchen. I do think that I will cut windows in if I can. I might be able to do that with the tools that I currently have. And I'll work on the kitchen and work on the miniatures for the kitchen, the food and all of that. And then when we have the tools, I can start working on this cabinet house, and a lot of the things that I made for this room and for my future kitchen could go into that cabinet house when it's ready to be decorated. What do you think about that? That'll give me a chance to do some food related tutorials, which I'm very interested in, because that's my favorite thing to do. I'm really, really pleased, and I mean pleased, with how this Christmas pudding turned out. I'm just thrilled with it. And I used a dollar store Christmas decoration as a mold to make this pudding shape. and I'm just so happy with that. And I made the little cake stand out of bead caps. And then this cake I'm also very pleased with. Back when I was making miniatures in the early part of the 2000s, like 2001, we didn't really have, I think liquid Sculpey had just come out, and there wasn't a lot in the way of tutorials online. There's a lot of hot glue cobwebbing happening here. I had to use a stick of hot glue to glue this down. So we didn't have the ability to see tutorials as easily as we do now. And so I didn't know how to use liquid Sculpey to make frosting. And I'm so pleased with the way it kind of stands up and peaks, and just really happy with this. So I can make all those Pinterest cakes without actually having to eat them. So let me know what kind of tutorials you're interested in seeing, and I will start to queue those up. So the possibilities are I did a little reel, or not a reel, what do they call it on YouTube? Short, on how I did my quick and dirty lighting and fireplace with my Walmart lights. I renovated that desk from the dollar store into a better desk, and there are a lot of tutorials on how to do that. I've got my beautiful sewing embroidery frame there. You might be interested in that. Any kind of food that you're interested in, I can do. I've got my ham here with slices. I've got the little knives. I've got the bread, the green beans, the butter pats, the roasted potatoes, and Paul Hollywood's pork pie right there. Mr. Hollywood, if you're watching, there's your pork pie in 1/12 scale. All right, so let me know what you're interested in, and I'll be happy to show it to you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. They sit down to Christmas dinner one day late. They're having ham, pork pie, those little butter pats. There's their bread, roast potatoes, the loaf of bread on the cutting board with a knife, and some green beans that are really more of a size with asparagus, and some gravy that is invisible and you can't see it. And then on the dessert table over here, we have Christmas cake, Christmas pudding, and some dried fruits and nuts. And I'll show you how to make all this in some upcoming videos. The children are upstairs with the nanny, but really they're over here because there is no upstairs. And here is the microscopic wooden peg doll that I made for the middle daughter. And the silver rattle